All right, guys. You know what? I hit mute all, but I think I hit unmute all. I'm so creative. I'm so good at this. Okay, we are recording. Welcome, everybody. I just saw Bridget hop in. Hi, honey. As I was saying earlier, Jerry is really sick, so she is not going to be on the call tonight, unfortunately. So I'm going to run through her portion, and then I'm going to talk. She wanted to talk about branding yourself when it comes to Facebook, which is super important and something they did talk about for in our senior Ruby group at convention, and it's something that Julie Adams had been working on a little bit with us as well previously. So I'll kind of go over that portion. I'm sure Jerry will probably pick it up at another time and go over it more in depth. So we'll see what happens with that. And then I want to talk a little bit about the Rank Up Roadmap that is now available for us and for our new ambassadors, as well as the Lexi by Plexus, which has also been launched. And these are two great tools that I think really have the ability to change our business. So I'll kind of talk about branding first. And what I mean by branding is when you are on Facebook or on Instagram or Twitter or whatever you use, who are you and what are you representing to not only your friends, who has been your audience on Facebook for as long as you've been on Facebook, but now you're representing yourself as a business owner. So how do you want to present yourself with that? Do you want to come across as fun, serious? A lot of people are coming out now as crunchy moms. I'm not. I would like to think every once in a while that I could be a crunchy mom, natural and all that, but I know me well enough to know that's not going to happen. So with my brand, personally, I've tried to kind of say, single mom, retired but work at home mom, trying to get more into the healthy eating and exercise. So I am using that kind of to journal myself with Plexus and not only kind of set in stone who I am. So think about that. When you're looking at your profile, the first thing you want to do is kind of go to the About Me part. And I didn't have myself labeled on About Me. I just had it blank. Let me see if I can pull my Facebook up and see what I changed it to. And it probably needs beefed up just a little bit. But it wasn't anything I really thought about. So yeah, my tagline is kind of retired mom rocking a Plexus business from home. So I've got pictures then. The first pictures you're going to see on my account would be my family, my daughter, and myself. So kind of saying I am retired, I work from home, I represent Plexus, and what is important to me is my family. So you look at your page and see kind of if you're looking at your page for the first time as someone from the outside looking in, what are they seeing and what is their first impression of you? So this is particularly important as a business owner. You want to be careful to try to stay away from political posts because as a business owner, you don't really want to offend somebody right off the bat that does not share your political opinion. Try to keep those conversations to sideline posts. I will sometimes appear with a beer in my hand. That is kind of who I am. However, you will never ever see a picture of me appearing intoxicated on Facebook. So that's not my brand. My brand is, a single working mama. So be cautious because, and the other thing too, when we're first starting out in our business, I like to think I'm exceptionally funny, so I will try to come across as funny. But as you get outside of your current network, you need to be careful about how you're representing yourself because as you start to grow your team and you get down to level 3s, these are going to start becoming people you don't know. And these are going to start becoming people that don't know you. So you need to use caution about what you're saying and how you're representing on Facebook because you are not only then going to be your personal page, but you're also going to be the face of Plexus and the face of your Plexus business. So it's just important to keep that in mind as you grow and as you're posting, on your pages. And I think our team does a really good job with that. It just kind of made me stop and think when I really stopped and looked at my own page. I thought before I kind of said who I was, my friends knew me, but I think I looked at my back office today, and since I've started, there's been 792 people that have added to my team. And a lot of those are my friends on Facebook that don't know me from Adam. They know me from what they see. So when you're branding yourself and when you're posting on Facebook, don't necessarily consider the people that already know you. Consider the people that don't know you and what they're seeing. And if you want to portray yourself in a professional way for them, because you would like them to join your team or be your customer or whatever. And, we're the health and happiness company. So, you don't want everything to be, oh, woe is me, air all your problems in a public space on Facebook. Go to a private message. If you're having a really bad day, you can send me a private message and tell me you're having a bad day. I'll chat with you about it. But try to keep your page upbeat and professional. Certainly show your family, certainly show your fun, show your Plexus journey, but just use caution in how you're posting. So that's pretty much what I wanted to say on that topic. And I said, I think Jerry probably had some more stuff prepared. For those of you that joined late, my Jerry girl's still sick, so she's not joining us tonight. So I'm taking over. So talked about branding yourself, so we've done that. The other thing I wanted to talk about a little bit was convention, which was amazing. This year, it was so much more packed full of information than it was even last year, that it seemed like we had no free time because we were just going session to session, which was good because we learned a lot. They really packed in a lot of really great information. Great speakers. Of course, we had Kelly Clarkson. We had a surprise visit from David Copperfield when he drew, the final name for who won the trip to his private islands. So start planning for next year. If you need to start taking part of your business building bonus and putting that away in your convention account, start saving it now to try to find a way to get to convention next year. Of course, we won't know until October where convention is going to be, but I have heard it will not be Las Vegas, which made me happy because it's good and you can, share hotel rooms and get a decent rate, but it was, as I get older, Las Vegas is just all too much for me. So start planning now for next year's convention. It is huge. To be able to see that many people with kind of a common theme, to get to hear the amazing speakers that Plexus brings in is crazy. I can't tell you how many times I cried, and I'm not that emotional of a person, but they make it personal. They brought ambassadors on that in the past year have lost children or have lost a husband, and prayed with those people. Les Brown, one of the speakers, had us pray over the president and CFO of Plexus. So, just very inspiring. The way they bring it across is friendly. Diamonds, the famous diamonds are everywhere, taking pictures with people and smiling. And it's a great, great event. So get there because they always bring something new. So two of the things they brought that were new, that are business changers for us. And if you guys concentrate on nothing else but these two new ideas that Plexus brought forward over the next couple months, these are the two that I think are the most important outside the new product. The first is Rank Up Roadmap. We have waited and waited for this. We heard about it last year at Leaders Retreat and then Super Saturday. We thought it was going to be released right away, and it was not. I have gone through the silver Rank Up Roadmap. It is amazing. I suggest every one of you start with the silver Rank Up Roadmap and go through it. So when you bring on a new ambassador and you're putting them in the roadmap, you know what they're going to see. So this is not one of those things of, oh, great, Rank Up Roadmap is here, and I'm just going to set you free, and they're going to train you, and I don't have anything to do with you. You need to know what the roadmap says so that you can talk to them about it when you're working one-on-one with your new ambassadors. It tells them about the business. There's an amazing video at the beginning of it that's about 20 minutes long that really gives them the vision for Plexus. I mean, really incredible footage of Hawaii, of opportunity meetings, of the Diamond destination trip, all those things that they can achieve. It shows families, you know, being affected by Plexus. So this is the first thing that your new ambassadors are going to see, and you want them to know that. It's also going to talk to them about the compensation plan, starting with the rule of 3. Who are your first 3 people? Who are the next 3 people after that? Going to silver. So this is super comprehensive. It is really great. Eventually, it's going to replace the Monday night new ambassador training. I think for at least a few Monday nights, the Rubies and above are going to be on to kind of talk about Rank Up Roadmap, you know, for new people to kind of help them through it. But it's in your back office under training, and it is there. Now, it's just silver right now, but the other levels are coming. The key is they're not going to release that next level to you until you hit that rank. So if you're sitting there at gold right now, I suggest, you know, once gold is released, take the gold training and be ready, because once you go senior gold, you know, you want to have completed the other tasks. Then it's going to give you access to the next rank. So the Rank Up Roadmap is going to go all the way up to diamond, and it's going to tell you step by step how to get there. So super important. I think it's important that every one of us go through it. So when our new ambassadors start, that's one of the very first places we send them. So kind of hand in hand with that is Lexi. And I'm hoping that all of you got the opportunity to go in and get that app at half price before the price went up. Lexi, for those of you that aren't sure what it is and haven't seen it yet, I've always said since I started this business, what I really need is a personal assistant. Lexi is an electronic personal assistant. Amazing. I am the worst person in the whole world to keep track of who I've sent samples to follow up with them, to keep following up and looking back through notebooks. So with Lexi, you set up your contacts with Lexi. It's one of the first things you need to do. Build your profile, set up your contacts, and then start adding people. And I needed to see how it went. So I tortured Jerry, with making her one of my runners as a new ambassador. So I put her in on Sprint because she was somebody that I was going to take off in the business. So it gives you 3, if you put a new ambassador in, it gives you 3 different levels. I think it's walk, run, and sprint. So if you have a new ambassador that you're adding and they only want wholesale pricing, you could put them in on walk. It's going to educate them about the product, educate them a little bit about the business and who Plexus is, but it's not going to push them at quite the pace. If it's somebody, I think I want to work the business, but I'm not sure how far I want to take it, they would go in on run. So this is somebody saying so. I don't think walk is available. Just Jennifer, I think you're right. I was looking for walk and I didn't see it, but somebody told me by tomorrow or the next day walk should be there. So right now we're looking at run and sprint. So it just depends on what pace you put them. So somebody that they're not really sure, but they think they might work the business, then you put them on run. Somebody that you know is like, I'm ready to go. I want a fast start. I'm going to silver in 7. Put them in on sprint, because it's going to take them, they're going to get the lessons more quickly. And then you're going to get feedback via email about what Lexi has sent each person. Once they complete tasks, they can email you to tell you they've completed a task so that you can follow up. And you can get those in emails or texts, and some of it is what preference. If I put an ambassador and they have a chance to say the preference, they would rather get an email or a text. So, you know, you can kind of set people up for that. The other thing you can do is put a new customer in. So with the new Slim, I have a customer, and I picked this customer because I've actually been working with her for about a month. She had a 7-day trial. We've been back and forth trying to get her going with it. So she ended up ordering Triplex today. So I added her as a customer, and on the customer tab, clicked her as a customer, and then you can pick the product. I think right now they just have Slim and Triplex in there, but I clicked on Triplex, And then she got an email from me, and it looked personalized from Barb. So excited that you've ordered. I'm going to send you some information about Triplex. It sent her the fly sheet, a little Triplex video, and one other little thing. So it's kind of setting her up for her products to arrive. So, like I said, people were upset. I heard some people upset. It's like $29.99 a quarter. I can't believe they're charging us for it. Gang, this is a business expense. You're going to write this off on your taxes. And this is something, like I said, you're not going to get a personal assistant for $30 a quarter. So it's huge. It's going to keep you on track, keep things on track for your customers, your ambassadors. So I said, and there's also a thing to do if you send trials out to somebody that you can, or send a sample. There's kind of a follow-up message. Oh, I've sent you a sample. I hope you got it. And then it'll actually ping them. They were talking about, I haven't seen this work yet, but after a few days when they believe they've gotten in the mail, oh, have you tried it yet? What did you think? So it's kind of not counting on me to remember to follow up. If I send a sample, Lexi's going to follow up with me and send me an email to tell me that she did that. So what I'm struggling with so far is, I see Jackie, do you just ask everyone for their email and phone number? With Michelle, my person I put in today, I happen to have her phone number because it's somebody I've known for a long time. But my other person that ordered Slim, we've just communicated via instant message. I don't have her phone number, but I had her email from the system where she ordered. I could go in and get it. However, what I noticed is it won't let me actually start her in anything with Lexi without her phone number as a preferred customer. So I'm going to have to get her phone number from her. And that's the other thing I'm going to have to start remembering. If somebody asks for a sample, I'm going to say, great, can you send me your address, your phone number, and your email address? So then I have that information to load that into Lexi. So, but it's huge. And I mean, we kind of went crazy when they announced that at convention because it is not anything that we were anticipating. And we did not think that we were really going to see that. And that's kind of all I had to talk about. I kind of, Brianne, Jackie, I'm trying to see who else is on here. I think Linda's on here. Those of you that were at convention, Brianne, why don't we start with you? And I hate to put you on the spot, but can you give us kind of a takeaway you had from convention?
Yeah, no problem. You talked about branding at the beginning, and I, in my training session, Michelle Thomas actually was our person who talked about branding with us, and she was fantastic. I took tons of notes, but I went back and looked, and a couple of things that really that she talked about that stood out because I think branding is so important. It's something that I've had to learn about. Sorry, my phone's buzzing at me. Okay. Your brand is you. It's not Plexus. It's you. It's all about you, and it's your whole life. And so on Facebook, when we're posting and things that we're saying, we need to remember how we act, how we react, how we live, and even who we hang out with, because people are going to, that's our brand. That's who we are. And people are going to respond and associate to that. So if we get on there and we're just harping or going nuts about something and using foul language or posting something inappropriate or, anything like that, people are going to look at that, and a lot of people are going to get turned off by it. And so because we use Facebook as part of our business, we have to be very careful with what we post, how we post, and just, we have to always make it look like life is great. One thing she said, and it's so funny because I posted a little meme about when I take photos at my home, I move all the clutter from the background so it looks like my house is just neat. Well, she actually talked about that. She said, you need to, when you're taking pictures of your home, don't have dirty dishes cluttered in the background. She said Timothy has yelled at her before because he'll look at a picture and go, you posted that? You can see all our dirty stuff in the background.
Oh, that's so funny. You should see how long it takes me to look around my house before I can do a live.
Yeah.
You have to actually go outside.
Yes. So that kind of stuff. Those were things. That was some of the things that I jotted down that I really took away from that. That session was just amazing. I mean, I've got pages and pages of notes. I had Sarah Marble, Michelle Thomas, and oh my gosh, I can't remember her name right now. Second diamond in the company. I can't remember what her name is. But yeah, it was awesome. So I could go on and on. I could probably do a whole Zoom just with what I learned.
Got it. Cool. Okay, let me see if I can put, hey, Linda, can I put you on the spot?
Sure. Go ahead.
There she is. Can you give us a takeaway, Linda, that you had from convention, from being your first one and a fairly, new ambassador within the last year?
Yes, I think I was just totally blown away by all of the tools that Plexus has given us and how concerned they are that we have everything we need to make our businesses grow. Not only, the new products, Lexi, all of the changes that are coming to our back office soon, hopefully this summer. I think they really care about us, and they really care about their customers, and they're willing to do whatever it takes to make sure that we are successful. So I think it was just the whole thing that basically blew me away. It was not my idea of what a convention would be like. We got tons of information, but it was so exciting. It was so interesting. There was never a boring moment. I loved it. I had a blast.
Awesome. Thank you, Linda. Is Jackie Sherwood, are you still on? I may have lost Jackie. I'm not sure. If she doesn't pop on in a minute, let me look through my people and see. I think we may have lost her. So I'll go to Jackie Kaiser. Jackie, I'm going to put you on the spot now because I know how shy you are. Linda and Jackie were, my roommates. They're really lucky. Oh, I'm not hearing you, Jackie.
She's muted.
Oh, you're muted. I think I can unmute you.
There you go.
There.
I guess the one thing that I have heard through the training and also through like the Leslie Zan training is that we just have to not ever have an off season. This is the momentum. The momentum is there. They put things in place specifically at certain times, timed everything just right. The release of the new Slim, everything has been strategic. And I think that it's up to us to not take summer and relax, but to take this momentum that they've set up for us and work it. And even I'm on vacation right now. I'm 800 miles away from home, and I've been working my business from out here. I've been wearing my Plexus bling. I've been carrying my envelopes to the post office. I've had people ask me about it. I've passed out business cards. I've talked about it on the beach. I'm riding that momentum. I'm not taking the summer and relaxing. I'm taking what they've set up strategically at just the right time, and I'm listening and following the tools that they gave us so that my business doesn't stall but continues to grow.
Thank you very much. That's awesome. And it said Linda actually mentioned the back office, and I do want to talk about that a little bit. That's supposed to launch this summer. You guys, totally amazing. The problems we have with the back office now, for those of you that don't know, Plexus is contracted with an outside company who they started contracting with when they were very small, and this company has not been able to grow with Plexus. So what they did was actually went out and kind of stalked, if we can say, some of the tools that other LMMs, direct marketing companies had, direct sales companies had, and took the best of the best and have taken their own IDT department and developed what is going to be our new back office. Really, we were cheering. I mean, we were like standing up, we're clapping, we're like, wow, look at this. The tools are there. The system won't freeze and shut down on us. We want no more jokes about, do we think we can crash, Plexus system. I said, we're going to be able to play with the big dogs, and they are talking hopefully a midsummer release of the new back office. So that's super, super exciting as well. Let me just open it up. Does anybody have any questions that we might be able to answer right now? Just unmute yourself and chime in.
I have a quick question, maybe not easy, I'm not sure. Of the 4 training tools that are available to us right now, and I mean Plexus Power 101, the booklet in the welcome pack, Lexi, and the Rank Up Roadmap, of those 4, which would you suggest starting with? I'm trying to do one of each a day, but I'm not able to. So which would you?
It's kind of a trick question. Here's what I would tell you. From your welcome pack, take your top 10 steps. The fly sheet that opens, the big one, and kind of use that. Those are the top 10 things you need to do. That should correspond with Rank Up Roadmap. So use that. The other thing I'm going to tell you, because what they don't really have in Rank Up Roadmap yet is a lot of product information. So the only thing that I'm really worried about you getting out of Pink Power 101 right now is the product information. The rest of it is going to guide you through that. So that would be kind of not really the one thing you should do, but the combination of things I think you should do. Got it? Anybody else have anything? All right, quiet group. Jerry will be impressed. On and off in 30 minutes. Look at me. All right, guys, if you have questions, let me know. I know we're having some, do you guys still hear me? We're having some back office problems. I think I lost you guys, possibly, my Wi-Fi. Oh, am I back? Crazy Wi-Fi.
I can hear you.
Okay.
I hear you.
I hear you.
But reach out to us. Like I said, Jerry's sick right now. I'm kind of covering from her. You can send her an instant message, and she may refer you to me if you have a couple questions. A few things on the new product. The new Slim, some people are having stomach issues with it. Have them take it slow. The prebiotic is affecting them. What we're finding is new customers that have never used anything before are actually having less issues than those of us that have been on a product for a while. So use patience, go through that, really push. This is the reason Plexus offers the 60-day money-back guarantee, is because this is not an overnight fix. ProBio 5, you stay on it. With the Vital Biome, they're saying take that at a different time than your X Factor. I'm taking mine with my Slim on an empty stomach. The new X Factor Plus, if you're using it, you should take it with food. It is so supercharged, they said it can cause stomach upset while you get used to it. So those are some things to consider with the new product. My way of doing business is still leading out with Slim or Triplex. And then as I get people kind of going on the product, then we're going to talk about the other stuff. Now, your people that have been on for a while, start talking to them about the X Factor Plus and the Vital Biome. Now, I've really gone after my hot flash people with the X Factor Plus, because there is clinical studies on that the hot flashes are reduced dramatically with X Factor Plus. So, like I said, I have people telling me all the time. So go after those folks. And that's all I have. Thanks, guys, for chiming in tonight. I really appreciate it.
Thanks, Barb.
Thanks, Barb.
Good night.
Right.